Okay, this is Mr. Liu, and I am going to give you a tour of the home page of this Canvas class. I have put the view in student view, so this should be more or less what you're looking at as a student. At the very top, you should see something up here, which is the title of the course, Digital Studies, which is a half-credit graduation requirement. It's also known as DBA 83091. On your dashboard or from your dashboard, you can choose this class. And as you are familiar with, we see menu options on the left-hand side. On my menu screen, I posted the home page. That's this page here. We'll have announcements, your grades, syllabus, which is similar to this page, but it does give you more of an outline of the course material as well as grading information and so forth. Then I have a link to the Google Drive, a link to the Windows shortcuts. We'll often refer to Windows shortcuts. Probably one of the more common ones is to take a screenshot, and so we'll show you that here in a moment. Office 365, I would like you to utilize Office 365, as these products are probably more widely used in business than the Google applications. And then we have a link to Canva, and we'll be doing some infographics, resumes, and so forth in Canva. Screencast-O-Matic, it's just another way that you can see videos from me. Nearpod, most of you, I believe, are familiar with Nearpod, and we will have occasionally Nearpod exercises, activities. Flipgrid, another video application, and this is a tool that we will prompt you every once in a while to respond to a question and provide your answers in a video presentation. Okay? All right. On the top, we see the name of the course, Digital Business Applications with Mr. Liu. This is a timer. Occasionally, I think it's a good practice to time yourself. And so we can use this timer up here to start the time. I've got it set as a default as a 2-minute timer. These are just some of my favorite sayings, things that I subscribe to, such as life's not fair. How often have you heard that before? My father used to say that to me all the time. Life's not fair. Luck is no accident. You've got to create your own luck. Education requires effort and is the process of acquiring knowledge. That's your education. You are ultimately responsible for your education. Be more relatable, reliable, and, of course, remarkable. This is the menu on this home screen here. DBA will take you back to the home page. Exam 215, that's the precision exams or U-Science exams that is a requirement for this class, and we ultimately will take that test. It's worth 46 points. Then a link to the syllabus and a digital vocabulary list. On this home page, you'll see that there is a link to a Google slide. And so that's embedded right on the home page. And you'll see it's kind of a miniature of what I refer to as the Sensei slides. And if you would like to expand this view, of course you can, and you can see full screen. Otherwise, though, you can see everything right here on the screen. And just click on it, and it should advance to the next slide. I've got a calendar, okay? And we can see the for the high school, for Jordan High School. And then in this case here, I've got an example of a project we'll work on. This is just a fun assignment where we'll create these poetry posters. And there's even an embedded link on how to create that poster, and that's right here. Just below, a little welcome from me. Welcome to Digital Business Applications. This is an introductory course designed to elevate your understanding of digital technology and business. Successful completion of DBA 83091 satisfies the 0.5 graduation requirement for digital studies. I also invite you to read my blog. In this class, we'll create podcasts, we'll create blogs as well. And so I just show you an example of my blog. Okay? And that's at least a part of the screen of my own personal blog. And let's close that screen. And once again, tools that are available. Now, you'll notice that I am just showing you what is on this homepage above what's referred to as the fold line. The name fold line comes from the days of newspapers. Those newspapers would be folded. And so typically in a newspaper stand, if you've ever seen one of those, it would only display what was on the front page above the fold. And that's what you're seeing here is what is essentially above the fold. Okay? This just shows how many days are left to school when I'm recording this. It's 22 days, 19 hours, 49 minutes until the first day of class, at least from the time I'm recording this video. Here I have an outline of the class by strands or modules. The class is broken down into modules, and so hopefully you're familiar with in Canvas, you should be looking at your modules. That's really where I'm going to direct you to, and then the assignments or the exams are built right within the modules. It talks about the different strands. That's how we build the curriculum in this class. And then I've highlighted the weighting for each of these strands. So for example, in the final exam or the state test, you'll see that the first strand about business applications is worth 13 of the 46 points and has a weighting of 28% of the entire exam. So needless to say, this is an important module for you to become very acquainted with. And then we see, each of the others, 7 points, 15%, and so forth. In this class, we talk about business applications, business law, and ethics. So we have discussion about ethics, digital audio and video, digital photos and graphics, lifelong learning and work, and in our sixth module, we talk about living in a global economy and what that means as far as your understanding of digital technology, global communications, and so forth. We have a nice clock here that you can, if you want to see what time it is while you're in class and you're viewing this. And then this bell ringer. Let me go ahead and refresh this page. And you'll notice that when I do, the bell ringer is what's known as a GIF file or a GIF file. And it is a link, actually. This area right here is a link to my bell ringer. So if you need to do your word of the day, which you'll always be required to do, you simply click on that bell ringer and it'll bring up a Google form for you to complete. And that is a bell ringer assignment. Close that again. And then you can see the class schedule. We'll look at the class schedule here, periods 1 or period 5, 2 and 6, lunch, 3rd and 7th. And then we even post the Tuesday special schedule. You'll see the beginning time and the end time. Over here, if you happen to be late, which I discourage you from doing, but if you happen to be late, it is required in my class that you document your late attendance and you complete what's I refer to as a late slip. So if you clicked on that, it would show you once again a Google form. Complete the form, indicate which class you're in, and you need to timestamp when did you actually arrive. And there are a couple different rules that you need to be aware of, and these are school-wide policies. So one, if you're doing a hall pass, you just mark the H. If you're tardy, which means anywhere from 1 to 10 minutes, you're tardy to class. If you receive a W, that means that you're way late. And this is any time between 11 and 30 minutes. Then finally, if you are later than 30 minutes, then you have to mark this box U, which is unexcused absence. And this requires that you check in with the attendance office and make sure that you are your attendance is documented according to the policies of the school. S is a slough. This means that if you leave class and don't come back, that means, or you're not in the place where you're supposed to be, then you could receive a slough. So enough of this, the late slip and the hall pass. This is a link to the class catalog, so if you want to take a look at the class catalog for the school, you can click on the link on that there. If you want to invite your friends to join us, this is information about the Digital Business Applications class. Finally, as we move down towards the finish of this page above the fold, we look at the performance objectives for this class. It is required that in this class that you demonstrate this through its evidence base, that you can do what is expected to be learned in this class. So that includes everything from posting an original student-created podcast, uploading your resume and a cover letter, uploading a business document, using print media, link to your online shared calendar, so you'll learn how to create a calendar and embed that in your own personal digital portfolio. You'll link or upload a presentation. You'll link to or upload your collaborative global business project. I have a link where you can subscribe to my own YouTube channel, which is the 7-Minute Sensei, and this is a link that you can subscribe to it. You're not required to, but if you like to look at my videos and refer to them, then you might want to do that. And then this is a link to a computer dictionary or information about vocabulary information about concepts that we study in this class. Scrolling now beyond the fold, we come down to the bottom of this page and we see that we have sort of like this bingo card. It's my Beats card, and I have links to several useful websites, and everywhere from the Canyons District website, the Jordan High School website, FBLA. I am the FBLA advisor for the school. So if you'd like more information about FBLA, I encourage you to join us. Word Hippo is a wonderful thesaurus as well as a dictionary. Typing.com, I'll have you from time to time work on your keyboarding skills. And you can look at the rest of these here, several things. Maybe I will point out to you a couple things like EasyBib. Anytime that you're writing a paper or a short essay and you need to cite your resources, we don't we discourage, I should say, plagiarism. So if you want to cite your sources, at a minimum, cite your sources. If you're quoting somebody or some article, use some tool like EasyBib, and it will help you create a simple bibliography. Then I've got a couple videos, fun videos. This is Final Words from a Sensei, and this is my welcome video. It's both in English and in Spanish. This color wheel, this happens to be a color wheel tool from Adobe. There are several other tools. Canva has an excellent tool as well. And then I have some articles here about color, sound, and light. They have very much to do with what we learned in this class. And then a couple fun sample videos here, which are posted on YouTube. My contact information is here to the right. And if you need to email me, if you need to reach me through the school, that's the school phone number. Si necesita asistencia en español, you can call this number, and that's 801-826-6257. Okay? So if you need that help. I need you all to submit a signed digital disclosure document on or before Monday, August 23rd. If you click on that link, once again, it opens up a Google form, and then you just complete that. Now, when I say a signed digital disclosure document, I mean a digital signature, which simply means you type your name, acknowledging that you have indeed reviewed the disclosure document. Digital Trends, it's a great magazine talking about digital trends. And then this is one of my favorite ads. It's called Think Different, and it was an award-winning ad produced by Chiat Day for Apple, and you can take a look at that as well. Well, that's my very quick introduction to this homepage. If you have questions, again, feel free to reach out to me. Si tiene preguntas, pregúntame, por favor. Thank you and enjoy.